Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the new era of leadership. I'm Carol, and I'm here with Amir. And today we're stepping into one of the most powerful foundations of heart-led leadership, I believe, and that's emotional intelligence and resilience. Guys, in this new era of leadership, isn't about controlling others. It's about understanding yourself and how you respond to challenges, how you handle emotions, and how you stay grounded under pressure. It defines the kind of leader you are. So before we can truly lead others, we must learn to lead ourselves um, with awareness, compassion, and courage. And today we're exploring how emotional intelligence and resilience become the superpowers of modern leadership. So, Amir, what are your thoughts?
Thank you, Carol. I'm glad to be here and happy to be with everybody. And thank you again for your time listening to this. Really honor for this podcast, and I enjoyed it much. A lot of enjoyment here talking to you and talking from the heart because we're just talking about this here, me and Carol. We don't have any script or anything regarding this podcast. We just talk from our heart, from our experience, and our intention is to just to help all the listeners to just get some value from what we provide here. So I'm glad to be here. I'm very excited for this topic today.
Mm,
And then we're going to announce at the end something that's very, very powerful, and we are very passionate about it. Thank you, Carl.
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, Amir, I have a question for you.
Absolutely.
And, you know, inside of emotional intelligence, which is what we're talking about today, um,
Mm.
in the new era of leadership, why is emotional intelligence just as important, if not more important, than like skills or experience? Why is it more just as important?
Wow, this is I think it's very powerful question to start this conversation with, because as you know, success is 95% is mindset, and only
Mm.
5% is strategies and skills,
Mhm.
because the mindset drive the skills. If we don't
Mhm.
have the right mindset, if we don't have the right emotional intelligence, then the skills not going to benefit us much.
Ooh,
Um, and most, I don't know, I met a lot of leaders. They think that way. You have to go take the course. You have to take these skills. You have
yeah.
to, get, understand the spreadsheet, understand
Mhm.
analysis, all this. But this piece sometimes missing the mindset and the emotional intelligence, because that's driving everything. This is who you are, because you are the one who doing all this. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're not equipped with the right mindset to do things, then whatever you do outside is not going to work. So
Oh,
this work is foundational to me. Um, the mindset. Once you have the right
right.
mindset, everything will be easy. So this is the
So,
important of that.
oh yeah, so powerful. So
Thank
for
you.
me, guys, emotional intelligence, it comes from your heart. It's
Mm,
about your emotion. It's about, something that is authentic in you.
mm,
It's not the things you've learned, your experience. It's more inside of. That's why I feel it's just as important, because we're talking about heart-led leadership here today. We're not talking about it comes from your skills and your training
mm.
as a leader. We're talking about that you tap into your heart-led
Mm,
leadership.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, so great. Thank
So
you,
great.
Amir.
Thank you. So I have a question for you. So like self, lead yourself first. Can you just give us like what that means to you. What given as examples in your daily life, how you lead yourself first.
Mm. Okay. So, I talk a lot about alignment, and heart-led leadership for me, um, it has shown up in so many ways in my YEA program. And
Mm,
so, but the thing for me is, once again, is I make sure it's aligned
mm,
with what I stand for. So I make sure that it aligns with my heart. If it aligns with my heart, then I am good. And so my practice is I look inside every day. If there is something that I am wanting to take on and do, I look to see, does this align with me? So I do a lot of inside work, asking myself sometimes really hard questions that nobody else would probably ask me, but I ask. And I think it is that you have to be willing to do the work, the inside work. You have to
wow.
be willing to do that inside work to connect to your heart.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, alignment is huge, and to me, if you align with what your values and your purpose and your vision, we talked about it last time. Once you have this alignment, you don't have to think about what you need to do or what you're going to talk about. It's everything's aligned, and that makes your life much easier. So thank you for
Absolutely.
doing that, and doing this self-reflection is good.
Yeah, and I want to share something else with you.
Yeah,
I've been
please.
sick. I've been sick and in bed.
Mm,
And our mindsets really go south when you're weak. Okay? And um and I got to tell you, a lot of times it entered my head, Carol, you're sick, you're getting too old, and
mm,
maybe you don't do this anymore. Maybe you're not the one anymore. But that doesn't align with my heart. So I could recognize it and see it pretty quickly
mm,
for what it was, which was
mm.
I was trying to find a good excuse to get out of it, to walk away. And when you are weak, it those things will kick in. That
Mm,
limited negative mindset will try to have its
absolutely.
day with you. So,
Mm,
but I got to tell you, I once again, it didn't align with what I am up to and what I am doing. And my heart-led leadership kicked it out and said, no, no, don't listen to that. But I got to tell you, it was there. So it's so vital that you do the work and you know what you stand
absolutely.
for. Because when things come your way, and they will, it's
They
called
will.
life, and you can line it up. And if it doesn't line up, then you kick it out. You don't take it on and you don't listen to it. You kick it to the back.
Wow, this is a great example. This is to me, this is a yeah, we're talking about new era of leadership. You did this in action. So
Yeah.
I'm very honored to listen to this. Thank you for doing that because you know when you work from inside, it's not easy work like you just said. When you work on yourself, you regulate everything inside, and you align with your values and do what you believe. That's what you believe in, and not like pretending. So those are good work, but the benefits are huge.
They're huge. They
Everybody will
really
listen
are.
to you.
And
Yeah,
it makes you stronger for next time. It
absolutely,
really honestly
absolutely.
makes you stronger for the next hit.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, this is resilience here. You become stronger. You face any challenges
Yeah,
with big heart, and you
absolutely.
don't escape. You face all the
Mhm.
problems, and you
Yep.
become the real leader here.
Yes. And
Absolutely.
so it's interesting that you would say resilience because that's my next question for you. So, Amir, my next question is this. Like, when challenges or setbacks happen, what does emotional resilience look like for a heart-led leader, and how can we build it? Like, just like I was just sharing, what does it look like for a heart-led leader and that resilience um, when those challenges and those roadblocks come your way? Um, how do we build that?
Yeah, thank you. Also, this is another great question because as you mentioned here, as leaders, we face a lot of challenges. Sometimes, um, and we are the front center, and we are the one who gonna face it first. We are not gonna hide behind our teams or our organizations. We have to face it as a leader and take the responsibility,
Yeah.
full responsibility, whatever it comes to to us. So when you have this, you work from the inner self. We're talking about the
Mhm.
leadership from inside out. One
Mhm.
that will give you the resilience to face any challenge, with full power, because you know you train yourself to with this emotion um, uh, you regulate your emotion. I'm trying to say, so here you're not become like a positive, every time you become positivity, blind positivity, but
Yeah.
you direct your emotion.
Mhm.
You make sure, like, okay, I disattached from an emotion. So because everybody looking at you as a leader, so if you're not regulating your emotion, the way you act, the way you react to actions, the way you react to any challenge in facing you, if you are not regulate that, I call it the direct thought regulation. So your thought has to be direct, not just go with what you think or what the default you have. At each moment you have to think about, okay, this is a situation, how I'm going to regulate my emotion first,
Mm.
because the emotion drive everybody around you. So if you get frustrated, if you get like you know it shows to people around you.
Yeah.
So regulate your emotion to face these challenges. It gives you the resilience to face
Oh,
any challenge that comes to you.
it does.
So
Yeah.
emotional regulation, I think, is very powerful and is very important for the leaders in this new era of leadership. Because, like I said, the more you practice this, the more you think about it, the more you become like conscious leader, not just by default. The more give you this strengths to face any
Yeah.
challenges.
Yeah. One of the things I do for myself is I actually ask myself this question inside of any challenge, anything that's coming my way. I say to myself, what is your highest and best here, Carol? What's your highest and best? Because that comes
Mm,
from my heart. That doesn't come
right.
from my head. Doesn't
Mm,
come from training. It doesn't comes from my heart. Um,
absolutely.
what is your highest and best? How can you be your highest and best in this situation?
Mm.
Okay. And it doesn't let me down.
That's great. Yeah, yeah. I think it's we have to check, in like every moment, check like our
Mhm.
feeling, our what our thoughts. We have to
Yeah.
just control that. When you take control of that, I think you become very very strong.
Very
Don't
strong.
let this emotion take you. Don't let these thoughts take you somewhere else. You have to just every
Yeah.
time get the control. You are like in the driver's seat, so you take
Yeah.
control of your mind.
It is. It is
So
absolutely managing your mind.
absolutely,
It really is.
abs- absolutely.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. So give us like, okay, what's the inner shift, or what the leaders need to shift inside, to come with this self-led leadership.
Mm. Well, you just said it inside. It's not out here. It's not out
Absolutely.
here. It is inside. And if you learn to trust your heart, um, you won't get it wrong. You
Mm,
can only get it right, and it's authentic. It's real. It's not made up. You haven't made it up from somebody else's teachings and trainings. It comes from your heart.
Mm,
And it's you can count on it. You really and truly can count on it when it comes from your heart.
mm,
Um, so yeah, once again, you have to go inside and you have to
absolutely.
really and truly find out what you stand for. And then you don't waver from what you stand for. And once you are so clear about what you stand for inside your leadership, you can bring anything in and go, does this line up? Is this
Absolutely.
something that I can stand for? If it's not, it's gone. I don't let
Absolutely.
things
Absolutely.
in that don't align with what I stand for as a leader. And heart-led leadership is what I stand for. Service, serving others, making sure others rise with you, making sure others are empowered to step up, um,
Mm,
making sure others are respected, um, and making sure others have the courage to take things on. So, yeah, that's what I look for.
beautiful, beautiful. I see you mentioned it several times others. So this is not about ego; it's about others, and then that's nice to hear that.
Yeah.
And this is the new era of leadership. It's about others, how we serve others. It's not about us as leaders. It's not about any our ego. It's
Mhm.
how we. This is the center of this leadership. Um, the foundation is people, where every action, every thought is about how we're going to make people we lead in better position, in better situation. So this is very powerful. Also, I just want to mention, like, as add to just what you just mentioned here beautifully. When we lead ourselves, that will show that our leadership is not in theory. It's not we are telling like people do this and do that. So people they look at us because we lead ourselves first. So when I lead myself first
Yeah.
as a leader and do this, I'm modeling, the leadership. And people they just do it by themselves within. I don't have to tell them do this or do that. Um,
No.
and I did that with my team. I just model. Okay, this is me. This is how I'm leading myself. So every time I say, okay, how I'm going to lead myself today, I'm going to lead myself in this moment. I'm going to lead myself throughout this decision. And when they see that, they sense it and they lead themselves as well. So this is like a ripple effect. So I just want to add to what you just mentioned here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But once again, it's an inside job. It's always an inside job. If you're leading with your head, a lot of times the ego gets involved.
Absolutely.
But when you lead with your heart, you're honestly looking for how you support others, how you have others rise. And that's my biggest thing for me is I want to create as many leaders on this planet as we can have. I
Yes.
want everyone to own their own piece of their leadership. I want everyone to know they are a leader. They just step into it and lead with their heart and not their head and their ego. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
so I have one last question for you.
Yeah, please.
And that last question is around self-leadership. How does learning to understand and like regulate our own emotions change the way we show up as leaders for others? So, how does learning to understand and regulate your own emotions change the way you show up as a leader for others?
Oh, wow. I think this is a very powerful question because,
Mm,
I just mentioned it here briefly. Our emotion shapes how we show up,
yes.
because, if you let your emotion just control you, you show up in a way that you don't like or you don't want.
Mm,
So we have to control our emotion. I was just talking to one of my friend. today, I had a little bit of hardship coming to my family last week. So when I came to work, you know, in, at the parking, I just said to myself, okay, I'm just gonna leave all my emotion here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going with a different emotion. So it's not easy. I disattach from my emotion, so I
Mm-hmm.
can lead and I can control my emotion,
Mm-hmm.
because that can just affect my decision, affect my day, and people will see it. If I come sad, for example, inside, the work, people can see it, they can sense it. That can affect everybody around me in a way.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. One of the things,
So we are not our emotion. We are
yes.
observer. We are the observer
Yes.
of our emotion. So that's how you control it. Just think about it. You are the observer every time. You are
Mm.
not your emotion. So
Mhm.
when you look at that, okay, this I'm observing, I'm seeing my emotion here, this, how I'm gonna change it to rise to the moment.
Beautiful.
And this is
Absolutely.
how you show up. I think it's more
Yes.
about self-regulation. Um,
Mhm.
to me, that's will improve your leadership tremendously, and
You know,
checking yourself every time.
absolutely. When we do the inner work, we will impact the outer. When
Absolutely,
we do the inner work, we will absolutely impact the outer.
absolutely, absolutely. The whole everything is inner work. Nothing change, nothing cannot change or cannot be changed from outside. You have to change inside. Once you change the inside, the
Yeah,
outside will change automatically.
absolutely
And
will.
everybody practice this will testify to this.
Absolutely will. And when you lead with your heart, I am telling you now, because you're not looking for outside validation, you're not looking for outside anything, you're doing the work in here.
Absolutely,
So find what it is you stand for. Define it. Make sure you really can stand for it
absolutely.
and that it isn't something you have adopted along the way. Make sure it's something you stand for inside your leadership. Know
Mm,
it backwards and forwards so nothing gets in to distract you.
absolutely, 100%.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
that's
wow,
very
wow.
powerful.
So, um, so Amir, we have something that we want to share with everyone, and I think we want to come and have you share that really quickly with everyone.
Yeah, so we're very, very excited to share with you that we're gonna launch a new course of the new era leadership that we are talking about here in the last few weeks. This course is called New Era Leaders Path from Mindset to Mastery. It'll
Oof.
be a 10 weeks course, and we're going to share more as we talk about it here, but it'll be very, very powerful course. uh, and I admire you, Kurt, for putting all your heart, all your wisdom, and all your experience here, um, so we can develop this course. Thank you, and we'll share more as we go.
Absolutely. I am so enjoying creating this course with you. Your all your training and your background is just going to give it so much. And all of my heart is going to give it
Absolutely,
a lot. So, guys, we are so aligned inside of our heart-led leadership. In writing this course, it was pretty easy to do because there was no, oh, I don't agree with that. Or, oh, I don't really want that in there. No, we were like, he shared, I shared, and this is a course that we put together inside of our alignment. We're so
absolutely.
excited about it. We'll
So
tell you more
excited.
details next week. So please come back to our next episode and hear more. Um,
Absolutely.
and so we'll give you a little at a time, and then hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to give you a date that we're going to be offering it. So oh
Absolutely.
my goodness, I am so excited about teaching the new era of leadership with
Yeah,
you.
me too.
So
Me
excited.
too. So excited.
And
So, yeah, go
And
ahead.
one more thing, and that is we are going to start having guests come and join us and talk
Absolutely.
about what their business or their organization looks like inside of leading with their hearts.
Mm,
Um, have really and truly using that new era of leadership that's out there now that a lot of people are talking about. So
absolutely.
please, if you'd like to be a guest, let us know. We're both on
Please.
LinkedIn. Reach out to us. Let us know you'd like to be a guest on our podcast. We are going to be offering that very, very soon. Within the next couple weeks, we'll be having guests come and join us. So, um, all right. So, guys,
Great.
in closing, so Amir, um, I'm just going to do some closing thoughts and then I'll have you. I want to share something that's really cool. So,
Mm,
as we close, remember this, guys. Every emotion you feel is information. It's not weakness. So it's
mm,
information. Every emotion you feel is information.
mm,
And when you learn to listen instead of like react, you gain power to choose
mm,
who you become in every moment. I
mm.
want to say it
Yes.
again because it is so powerful. It means you have the choice of who you be every moment. When you learn to listen instead of react, you gain the power to choose who you become every moment. And that is heart led leadership. Always let it line up with your heart. You can't go wrong. Um, and I want to do a quote, and I love this quote. The great Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, he said, mastering others is strength, but mastering yourself is true power. And I love that. I share it with my class. They love it. So guys, remember, we talked about resilience. Resilience doesn't mean never failing or falling. It means knowing how to rise with wisdom and grace and strength. And that's what the new era of leadership is all about, guys. Leaders who are grounded, we're emotionally aware, and we're able to navigate life with our hearts. Lead yourself with compassion. Lead others with courage. And this is the new era of leadership. So if you're ready to lead from strength instead of stress, guys, this episode's it's for you. It will support you. So Amir, your last thoughts.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. As I think what you just mentioned is tremendously powerful. Thank you. Thank you, Carol, for being here. I'm very honored to be here with you again. And excited for the course, excited for more to come here. And this is going to be very powerful, movement, as we say, to transform 1 million leaders by 2030. And this is our vision. We talked about it last week. This is our compass. This is our true north. Every time we have it here in front of us to transform 1 million leaders by 2030, and we're moving forward. And a lot of people are joining now. And I wish and I ask everybody to join this movement.
Mm,
We are on LinkedIn, we have the group, and then we're gonna have the course here. We have this episodes, we have podcasts. Please, share your thoughts with us. Give us what you think in support, and we need all your support because we cannot do this ourselves. It's not about us here. It's about
mhm.
the people who are served, the people on the ground, the communities, our people. It's
Yeah.
all about our people. So, and I'm just gonna share a lot thing I have here. Is
Mhm.
talking about today, the regulating ourselves, or leading ourselves first. It's not about the theory. It's about identity shift. So
Mm.
it's all about alignment, like you just mentioned, Carol, here several times. The alignment and identity shift. So this is not about the strategy. Okay, this is like the flow chart you have as a leader or leading big teams. It's about you. you shift, you transform yourself to the person you want to be, the leader you want to be. And once you do that, everything align,
Oh,
everything you want will be aligned, and you accomplish your dreams, your
mm,
result will rise, your people will they trust you, you live a good life, in general, to me. If you tap into this new era of leadership,
yeah,
and at the end, you serve your people.
so
So
beautifully
thank you
said.
very much, everybody listening
Yeah,
today, and I really, thank you for your time you give us today, and please
absolutely.
follow us more.
And guys, please, you love these episodes, please subscribe to our channel.
Please,
And share them with people. Your network is not my network, so please go out and share them so we have way more heart-led leaders out there. It will change the way leadership looks in the world. It will
absolutely.
absolutely transform. And we are out to transform 1 million leaders by 2030. So join us, just like Amir said, join us, join
Please.
this movement. Okay. And and guys, so join us on our LinkedIn group. And and that LinkedIn group is growing. Come be a part of it and find out what we're up to and what we're doing. Okay. And guys, until our next episode, be that heart led leader, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you. See you
Bye,
next week.
everyone.
Bye.